Welcome to the Unique Show. This is your host, Unique. So I'm gonna do something different right now, something practical. What is the first step that you need to take in order to get yourself to be in a happy space, in a successful space? If you don't like your life, I'm gonna give you a scenario right now. Unique is working a 9 to 5 job, Monday to Friday, and he hates his life. He hates his job, but of course he's working in the job because it's the only job he could find, and it pays his bills, but he hates it, and after work he believes that every weekend he needs to go out and party, and drink to get the stress out of his life from that job. And on his free time, he spends most of his time on Tinder trying to hook up with girls, or he's always on TikTok watching YouTube videos. What is the step that he can take to get out of that rat race? I was about to say. In that place that is in, how do you get yourself out of that place? The first mistake that I can notice, I can say, going to a job that he hates. He hates his boss. That's not good for his mental. But what that can do, like the negative emotion of you waking up, going to this thing that you don't like, you need to use all that energy, that negative energy, to fuel you, to fuel you to go to a space where you don't have to deal with that anymore. So the nice part about Unique is the fact that now he has a job. It's giving him an income, right? But he hates his job, but it's giving him an income, which is a good thing. I don't care what what his needs are, but he needs to cut down on a lot of wants right now. He needs to, the first thing that he needs to do is which is the space that he wants to be in, so what job is he doing? What job can I think about? What job can I think about? He's working at McDonald's. Yes, he hates working at McDonald's, right? Working long hours, but he gets an income, which makes a big difference. Most people don't have an income, and it's difficult for you to take your life to the next level if you don't have an income. First of all, so the first thing that you need to work on is make sure you get an income, and make sure that income can be able to pay for things that will initially put you in a better position. Like, it'll put you in a better position than most people, right? So he has a job. You need to identify which space he needs that he would like to be. So you picture a life where you would want to be. So I like this idea of anti-vision. Think about what am I doing right now? If I keep on doing what I'm doing right now, where is it gonna lead to? It's gonna lead to me being depressed. Maybe unable to pay for rent, not able to have the house that I want, the car that I want, a happy family that I want, because money is a big factor for most things, because we live in that time, right? So you need to figure out what are you good at that can make you money, or what do you think you have the skills or the knowledge to use your best, that you can, that is, maybe it's even easier for you to do that thing that can give other people some sort of value, right? What value can you give to other people that you can in turn get an income from? So once you figure that, whatever that is, maybe you're a photographer, maybe you be like, maybe I'm just putting myself in this situation, hypothetical. I'm not saying, I'm not gonna go into do this specifically for you to make money. But let's say Unique wants to be a photographer or he wants to be a filmmaker, and he's like, let me save a bit of money for me to buy my first thing, my first camera. And that camera, in a beautiful way, would, you start shooting people's pictures and posting them and marketing yourself as a photographer. People will take interest in your unique skills, your unique editing skills, that, oh, maybe you actually got something, and you get an extra income from that. And that now, you already have a job that you're already save as much as you can, live on the minimum, because now you hate your job. You need to get out of that situation. You need to work your ass off to get out of that situation that you don't like, so you should save as much as possible because your life is shit. You put yourself in this situation. Why didn't you, study medicine or something, whatever it is that why didn't you listen to your parents, or whatever the circumstance is? You got yourself in that space where you were broke because you didn't analyze how the world is, because the world is very like, from primary school, or from primary school all the way to high school, everything is structured for you to, that's why it's so easy for people, even college, all the way to college, like it's almost structured for you, that this is what you do. You wake up, go to school, study, that's all you do until college. It's almost structured. But after college, nobody gives you a formula of how to be successful. Nobody, so that's why most people will fail from that. So you need to get yourself out of that red race. Now you have a shitty job, but now the nice part is you've identified a space which you think you can do well in, analyze how you can maximize profits. You gotta be crazy. You gotta believe in your photography business like crazy now. So now you're putting all your, now you on your spare time, when in your spare time, now you gotta kill Tinder. Unique's gotta kill Tinder. He's gotta kill going out and drinking. He's losing a lot of money from that and time. So he needs to put all that energy to get himself of that space, which is working in this business that he hates, and put all that effort into building this new thing that he believes in, which is your business, or, this hobby that he has that can ultimately give him money. So you need to create an income again that can get you out of it, so you don't have to work, so you don't have to focus on that. But I wouldn't say get rid of that, because income is good. To have multiple incomes way better than having one. The only time you should quit your job is when you're 100% sure there's another means of income. So having two streams of income is better, right? So Unique now has got a photography business. He's taking pictures. They pay him for 400 per package per hour. He's got a bit of money now. He can use that money to invest on the business. Which will, if he realizes that there's a demand now, he can actually identify other people who are better than him in terms of shooting pictures, and recruit them to actually work for him. Actually, this once worked for me. Like I once got a grant for film and television, and there was this guy who was a brilliant writer and brilliant director, and I hired him to be my first script writer, and I was the producer, and I was, I would give him notes of how I want the story to be like, would go back and forth of how we want the story to go, and then we'll write it, and we got a grant of like 100,000. It was so beautiful, man. It was so great, because as a business person, I could see my idea was to grow this thing. I needed to get people that were better than me, in that space. And that was my most proud moment, and even, the people that were giving the grant, that was a good, they could see that there was a young producer that was coming up here with the right, ideas. But, for some reason, I'm still in the process of actually making that work, So that's the first thing. Now you need to get yourself out of that red race, before you can get. So you need to cut out distraction, like a nice formula for people to make it is wait, I've written this one down. It's like you cut down distractions, have goals, and then you execute whatever it is. It's almost formulaic, but I don't want this video to be too long. I just want whatever your crazy dreams are, I just want to wish you like the best. I've gone off road right now. I've gone off road. So hopefully, if you wanna actually shoot a podcast, we will be renting our equipment from now on. We'll be shooting our equipment. We'll be taking pictures as well. Maybe we'll come up with a new brand as well. We're trying to, come up with different ways to make money, understand social media, marketing and branding, and grow something bigger. Apart from this channel, I have Chaotic Films Production YouTube channel that focuses on video production in terms of like narrative short stories. We did the Sibuyis. That is the first show that is still there. And I think this year I've given myself the task to at least shoot 3 high quality short films for Chaotic Films Production page. Maybe we'll share a bit of like trailers on this channel as well to grow the brand and take it to the next heights, because I believe in storytelling. I love storytelling, and so yeah, that's all that I want to say. How many minutes do I have? Oh shit, that's bad. I wanted to talk about my investments and what I'm investing in right now, but I think I'll do that in the next episode. So cheers.